Hi folks, these are brief instructions for the Oxford English Dictionary Assignment 3, Innovations in Our Sources. When you go to the Oxford English Dictionary homepage, look for the link called Sources, click on that, and it will bring you to the top 1,000 sources in the OED, where you can search in the search box by our authors' last names. We already have 2 of them in the top 20 listings, Geoffrey Chaucer and John Milton. However, you don't want to click on Bible because we only use the King James Bible and the OED uses quotations from the Wycliffite Bible and other translations. So use our named authors instead, and only authors that we have read for this class and their works. I'll use William Shakespeare as an example. If we clicked on the William Shakespeare link from the previous page, we would come to this page that gives us the most quoted text used from Shakespeare, but we're looking for the tabs quotations first in entry and quotations first in sense. First in entry quotations are the first evidence of a word in print, and first in sense is of a word that is already attested in print but is used for the first time in a different way. If we click on the first in entry tab for the William Shakespeare source page, which is the same thing as quotations providing the first evidence of a word, we see an alphabetical listing of the 1,439 words that the OED attests as being first used by Shakespeare. If we were in a class where I had assigned the play The Winter's Tale, we could scroll down through all of these words and find, for example, the word undreamed first used in print in The Winter's Tale. We can click on the link Go to Quotations, which will bring us to the adjective entry for undreamed, and see that it means not apprehended even in a dream or dreams, not imagined or thought of. And we see the first attestation of that word, the first evidence of the word being used in print, is the 1623, probably either the folio or the quarto edition, 1623 edition of William Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale, which was perhaps performed in 1660. We also see that the word has been used recently, and by recently I'm thinking in the last 150 years or so. So in 1880 we even have a quotation used by an author named White in a work called Certainty in Religion. I don't know what that work is. However, we see that the word has this continual use. So for our assignment, this is what you will do. You will enter 2 sources, 2 words based on sources. One should be a first in entry word, and it must be from one of our readings, not just the author. So if it's from Milton, it should be from either L'Allegro or Il Penseroso, and not something like Paradise Lost. And the other word must be a first in sense word, also from one of our readings, not just the author. Either the first in entry word or the first in sense word needs to indicate that it's being used currently. And by currently, I mean within the past 150 years. You don't have to have both of the words with recent evidence. You can if you want, but only one is required. John Bunyan would be a good source for first in entry and first in sense words. John Milton, Geoffrey Chaucer, those are probably the big 3 authors that would give you the most results. Sir Philip Sidney might be another good choice, although it would be hard to find that particular sonnet, Sonnet 1 from Astrophil and Stella. So you are not required to do this, but I would limit myself to Bunyan, Chaucer, and Milton as main choices. So again, one word, first in entry. This is the first evidence of the word ever being used in print. It may have been used in speech, but it's the first time it appears in print. And then another word that has already appeared in print, but our source uses it in a new way for the first time.